up? Is it coming up?
I got a notification from our other one today about the going live. Yeah, it was like a week late.
Oh my gosh.
So I had to look at that. Anyways.
Oh, it's popping up.
Okay.
Yep, we got it.
Sweet.
I look like fucking.
It's okay.
I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it.
Hello, hello, and welcome to the Witching Hour with Nina and
Miranda.
And today we're going to talk to you about astral traveling and astral projection. The misconceptions of it, how to do it properly, how to know you're doing it, and different things like that. So I'm looking forward to you guys like really interacting and letting us know.
Yeah, she's all, yay, we have sound today.
Yay, it's about damn time. Finally got it to work. Well, you know, retrograde is over, guys.
Yes.
So last week was so bad, so fucking bad. But anyways, we'll let you know how to do this, and protect yourself, and also returning back to your body safely.
Yes.
Okay, so
I feel like that's a very big thing
mm-hmm.
because people think, oh, let me try it, and
yeah. You know, and I'm gonna tell you, like, TikTok doesn't have all the answers or the correct answers, you guys. Google doesn't have all the answers or the correct answers either. So you do have to watch where you get your information from, please. If it sounds legit and you're feeling it in your heart, then more likely it could be legit. But if not,
she's not more likely. More likely. I love that you do.
more likely. So anyways, have you had any experience with this?
Yes, because I was a dumb teenager.
Oh my god, the teenager fucking stories. Let's
go. She loves them, and I'm like, how could you be such an idiot? And yes, I don't tell my children any of these stories because I want them to think, you know, their mom was prim and proper.
No, I've told my kids all my stories, so they know.
So they like,
know what I've been through.
They're like, she's wow.
Right.
So yes, I remember being in middle school and it being very popular, and I can't remember what movie it was. Oh. Just
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember what movie it was, but I like it. Yeah.
Get your thoughts together, girl.
I know, just like. Okay, so I cannot exactly remember what movie it was. Shit, sorry, Nina.
It's okay.
But in this movie, they were talking about astral projection, and everybody in school was like, "Oh, we gotta try it." Little did I know that I do it naturally anyway, and everybody does when they sleep at night.
Yeah.
So that's another misconception we can debunk right now.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, your spirit leaves anyway at night. The reason it does this is it goes out, it collects everything else that we need, and brings it back to us. And this is why sometimes, you know, if we have family members that have passed, and we go to visit them in our sleep, or they come to visit us, we wake up extremely exhausted the next day because we were spending our energy with them versus going to get other things. So it's very common. That's why a lot of people, especially in the old days, they knew this and they would put special things in place for you to come back to your body.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the glass of water, that's like the red string, that's like burning certain incense, things like that, sigils, different talismans.
Yeah, because you definitely need something to bring yourself back. If not, you're going to be half in, half out, and like a walking zombie. You know, I know we've all had our times when we drive from one place to another and we don't even remember how we got there. It's like we're robotic driving.
That's autopilot.
This is how you feel if you have not completely returned to your body. We can't do that because that leaves options for other things to come in.
Mm-hmm. Now, these other things can't always sustain the human body. I want to put that out there, but they can wreak havoc for sure. So, being a dumb kid, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. and forced myself into it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just couldn't do it. It wasn't working for me. And then my cousins, they kind of were like, well, we're going to do it too. And I had a cousin who did it. We couldn't get him to come out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had to go get my grandma, and she knew what to do. So, I mean, it was great. We had so much fun growing up. We did dumb shit.
Wow, see, and I wasn't even into all that. Like, what the hell? I was not even into none of that. I had no idea what none of that was when I was growing up.
Oh, see? Yeah.
So, yeah, thank goodness, because I probably would have fucked some shit up too.
Well, I know that they say sometimes, have you ever played that light as a feather, stiff as a board? So that is kind of a form. If you can get into it enough, it's a form of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the choking game growing up?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a form of it too. And the
Where
whole
you take deep breaths and they fucking choke
and
you
they hold
pass
you
out.
and you're like pass out, and then you wake up and you're like, yeah, that was a bad experience too, you guys. We got talked.
And we're not talking about this so y'all can go do it.
Yeah,
don't do that.
Don't do that. Just don't do that. But no, so that was another form. Again, you guys, these things that you do, it's because your body is at a state of rest. It's at a period of rest. And when you're in this deep state of rest, your body can then, your soul, your spirit can then, I don't know what people call it, can travel.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, so that is the difference between astral projection and astral travel. So astral projection is more like the exit of your physical body. Your soul is leaving you, okay? And I remember I had a cousin, and she was like consciously doing this in her sleep.
oh my
and
gosh.
That's the difference. Like, some people, we all do astral travel, but not all the time, okay? It's not all the time. It's only when we need it. But there's people that do it for certain missions, and those are the dreamers. That's what I call the dreamers, because they get premonitions and knowledge from these, not just our everyday life stuff, okay? And so the act of leaving your physical body. So this is like your spirit actually leaving your body, and you're taking off like your skin. You know what I mean? Taking off your life jacket.
You're doing
Let's
the
go in.
werewolf thing. No, just kidding.
It's a conscious separation from your physical body, okay? And remember, our minds are part of our spiritual and physical. So at least half of that behind it, and half of it goes with it, okay? You might feel vibrations, floating, buzzing, going into this. Some people see the famous silver cord.
I love
You know,
that.
the silver cord that pulls you. And
Some
this
people's
is
have
like
been
connection.
clear, just so you guys know.
Yeah, and the silver cord is kind of like the umbilical cord that returns you to your body, but that doesn't necessarily mean it will return you all the way to your body.
I love that you put that out there. We're getting into it. We're talking the safetiness.
And then you're aware that your body is like, or your body is over there and you're here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I had when I had my near-death experience, or my death experience. It was
I
just say I
remember you saying
flatlined.
that. I remember
Yeah.
you saying that. That's
I was out of my body and I was over the doctors and over my body getting surgery, so I was able to see that. But it's crazy because I'll always tell people I don't dream. I never remember dreams if I do, but when I do, it's always in the early morning hours, and it's always has a meaning when I remember them.
Yeah, definitely. I've heard that whole saying, like, if you can remember it when you wake up, you know that that was a message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
No.
so the journey or the astral travel, this is what you do after you projected. Okay? And so this is part of the travel. Now you're moving, exploring, visiting, wandering. And guys, if you do this and you're practicing this, you can say where you want to go consciously right before you go into that sleep state of mind. And only if it's good for your higher being, okay? Don't be asking to go to no fucking weird places.
I've gotten stuck on bridges over oceans before, you guys. It's rough, okay? So just
Okay.
think about it.
Yeah, this is like, so, you know, we all know that I've dated prisoners, right? And I had one, I'm gonna say it, I had one that I was like, okay, I'm gonna travel to you and I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm seeing. And I was gonna mess around with them a little bit, you know?
Oh,
And yes, I go
yeah.
into I go left, so if you're going left, stay with me here. So I did, I went into the cell, I saw it, I saw where everything was. I went and I messed with him a little bit, and I wanted to know if he was going to remember it or feel it, or you know what I mean, because I
Oh
was
my
practicing.
gosh.
So yes, I did some things, okay?
She did some things.
I
No,
did
I'm just
some
kidding.
things. Hey, don't tell me y'all wouldn't do it either. So the next day when we talked on the phone, he was like, well, I kind of felt like violated. And I said, what do you mean violated?
What did you do to him?
Girl, I said we going left right here. Imagine that. So yes, he goes, I said you felt violated. He goes, well yeah. And I said, why? He goes, well my boxers were on backwards. Dude, okay.
I ain't even gonna ask.
Oh, I can't get over that. And I was like, oh, okay, you could have been violated. And I said, well, do you know that I went and I saw you? He goes, you did? Because I didn't tell him I was going to. I said, yes, this is how your cell looks. And he is in a completely other state. Like, so I've never been there. I don't know what it looks like. And I saw all of my pictures on his wall, and he was on the bottom bunk, so he had them on his wall up here, like on the other bed, and then he had his table, writing stuff, and he had my pictures around his little pen thing, and I described all of this to him, and he's like, what the fuck? And I said, but you have some other girls' pictures there too, who the fuck are they? You know, of course, because I'm gonna be nosy.
Why didn't she? What didn't she
What
do
didn't
to
she
him?
do to him?
For
Good.
real.
That's the way I
For
think.
real.
That's the way you gotta think with me, okay? So yeah, I was telling him everything. I told him the color of like his shoes, because they had different color shoes, like just the way everything was set up, and he was tripping. And then he woke up with his boxers backwards, like he didn't know what the hell to think. And so when I confirmed everything with him, and then he was like, well, and I said, no, but where are the other girls? I
was like, I'm right there right now. I'm like,
made-
you're bringing out the feistiness.
Oh,
in me.
yeah.
Who are these girls? Who are these girls? We're about to find out who these girls are.
Well, he said, well, that was my ex, and I didn't want to get rid of the picture because I really liked it. And I said, oh, you better get rid of that because I'm going to go travel. I'm going to go see you again tonight, and if that shit's anywhere around, and I'm going to look in things, it better be in the trash, ripped up.
You scared him.
I did, and I didn't go back, but I just told him thank you.
She's like, I didn't go back.
I mean, it was just kind of like a one and done type of thing, you know, just to see if I could do it. So yeah, I definitely
It's all off.
I definitely did that, and you know, I consciously tried it. I don't know, it was fun. It was fun for me, of course.
It was fun for you. Está loca.
Yeah. So just so you know, you can go to different locations in our realm, but you can also go to different realms, different planes, different timelines, and it does feel like a dream-like or alternate environment. You can also meet other beings, your guides, or other people energetically, and I've had this happen before. This dude that said he was Metatron or some bullshit like that. So if you're into all that, like, okay.
You know, some people like wait their entire lives to meet this fool, and she's like, this fool,
Yeah.
this fool.
Well, because it was a guy that said he was Metatron, and so I was just like, you're full of shit, and I didn't even know what the fuck Metatron was at that time. So like we did go into a higher state, and we were interacting with each other. It was kind of cool. It was kind of cool. I was in a awake state though. I wasn't sleeping. And
Everybody's commenting.
Oh my gosh.
They're like, girl, did you put the fear in him? Yes, she did.
Yes, I did. I did.
She scared a zebra stripe into his boxers. And she goes, he probably sleep deprived, scared to go to sleep. He probably was, huh?
I don't know. I didn't ask him. I don't even remember because it was so long ago. But yeah, that's all I remember. But anyways, you can. So with this Metatron dude, like we were literally. It's kind of like if you're in space, we were kind of floating. You know what I mean? And I didn't see his physical body, but I saw his energetic body, and it was kind of a reddish yellow tone, and mine was a reddish yellow tone as well. So I just felt like that was us interacting, and our lights would come together, then they would separate. And he said something like, because I could hear him, we were talking through our minds, and he said, well, let's exchange energy, and I refused, and so I pulled out of it. because I'm like, fuck you, I don't know you, you're not taking my
You're not
energy.
messing with my energy, fool.
I don't care if you're meta whoever, like who, it don't matter to me, you know?
She's on meta. Did you see that little, that's the chola bob, okay?
Yeah.
That's that little,
Well, it's because I've had a bad
You would
experience
think
with
that-
somebody using my energy before.
yeah, you would think that our head came off, yeah.
I know, I was like, oh, full circle. Now bring it back around.
One time.
Yeah. So, anyways, this is the adventure part, and it kind of feels like lucid dreaming, but it's not lucid dreaming, guys.
Guys, remember that because I had a discussion with someone earlier today about lucid dreaming.
Okay, so this is the best way to remember. Astral projection is leaving the body. The astral travel is moving through the realms after you've left the body. Okay, and this just means that the projection means that you have an open door, which is your open door, your pineal gland, your highest chakra. Okay, you're very open, and people walk around like that. We met a lady that walks around like that.
Oh yeah, it was rough. Trying to clean her up, y'all. Oh, that was rough.
Okay, so what I want to say is how to keep your self guarded, but also, hold on, astral travel versus lucid dreaming. I wanted to go into that because.
Oh, I thought we were gonna cover it on a whole separate part, but if you
Well,
can cover it now,
I just
do
feel
it.
like, yeah, because, so astral travel, you feel it, you know your body, you have left your body, okay? That is the difference between astral travel. You get the sensations, you get the floating, you get the separation, and all of that. The environment feels stable because it's more real than real, okay? It's not a dream state. Even if you're exploring something outside of your mind, it still feels real. Lucid dreaming, you're aware that you're dreaming inside of a dream, okay? And yes, we do get attacked in these moments as well. Or
This is where a lot of people talk about that. The sleep paralyzation there.
sleep paralysis.
Yeah, there we go.
So in lucid dreaming, you have control over the environment, and people don't know this. You have control, even if, like in my lucid dreaming, I had a dark thing trying to enter my stomach area, which is my weak point. And I started saying the Lord's Prayer because that's all I knew back in the day, to do. And this is like right after I came out of like chemo and all of that, and I had ran a real high fever, but also because I was dehydrated and like it was after a chemo appointment, so your body is already like a microwave. Then I was out in the heat on top of that, like I swear my body was dying. And so I went into a lucid dream, and it felt like something was trying to attack my stomach. But you are in control of this environment. You can fly, you can change scenes, and you can create people here. Okay? And people don't know that because the fear stops them. It stops them. When we're in a state where we can't move, we can't do anything, just know with the blink of an eye, you can talk if you tell yourself to talk. But we don't think of that when we're in this state.
No, especially if it's like you're being attacked.
Yes.
Your first thing is, oh, I gotta get out of here. Like I need to get back. You're thinking safety, and
So this feels more fluid. It feels more symbolic, and most of the times it is symbolic. You're going into this state for a reason, and there is some symbolism behind it because there's instability in your life.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. I heard someone tell me one time you're not supposed to have flying dreams. When you have dreams of flying, a lot of times it has to do with you feeling out of control, instability, all of that stuff within your life. So that makes sense.
Yeah. So when you find yourself in a lucid dream and you're scared, what is the thing that people turn to? Prayer, or asking for help or anything like that. And if you can't talk or anything, it's because you have to use your mind. Remember, when we're in the spiritual state or the dream state, we are using telepathy, guys. So you have to
See, and
focus on that.
that's one thing I told my kids when they were growing up. I said, you just keep saying it, even if you can't say it out loud, say it in your mind. That's what I always taught them from when they were very young. So, yeah.
Because this will definitely pull you out of that.
Me, I'm an asshole and I talk shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna
And
talk
then
shit.
I'm just gonna go into because I get, like when I zone out, I go into daydreams, and I do a lot of daydreaming. And it's not really a dream, but it is. Some people think it's disconnected. It's not a spiritual event, but it is. Okay, and it can be. It just depends on the mindset where you
No, I
are.
just thought it.
Okay,
You're good.
where you are. So most people think when you're daydreaming, you're imagining scenarios, and you're fully in your body. It's creative, mental, emotional, but you think that there's no spiritual separation happening. In all actuality, there is. You're allowing part of your spirit to leave. This will cause you to zone out, feel disconnected, you'll lose time, or it feels like you went somewhere, and this is because you did. Okay, and you're fully awake. This is called astral shifting, guys.
I like that you put your name to it.
Astral shifting. So I just lost another motherfucker now. Okay. In astral shifting, you are on the edge of projection, but since your body is awake, you can't go into projection. So that's cool. And also, and this mostly happens with intuitive people because you do have that all-knowing knowledge or the prophetic thinking, visions, or anything like that. So you'll go into daydreams. You're not fully asleep, you're not fully dreaming, and you're not fully in your body. And this is an in-between state. This is like a gateway, guys. And a lot of this is for psychic visions, mediumship flashes, and the astral slipping is showing you that you're going into a state of that. It's preparing you for these visions to come through, and also for astral projection. If you conscious astral projection, okay, where you know that you're doing it. Because a lot of people don't know. They know, but they don't know. You know, they're kind of unsure about that. So anyways, I just kind of wanted to go over all the different little things with that. And now we'll just go into projection.
Good.
And you said some of the things already.
Yeah. So guys, I will tell you, I know of some scary stories about this. So if you guys have some stories, go ahead and shoot them our way. You know. But the reason I learned about protection from an early age is because my mom was dating a man who used to do this very often. And he was a drug user. And then he was telling me his story, and he's like, yeah, when you're on these things, it's less easy for you to control your body. You think that it gives you strength to do it, but it doesn't.
I believe that.
Yeah, and he said that he actually seen himself OD.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was going out, he woke up, he went to move, and his soul came out of his body.
Mm-hmm.
And he's seen himself ODing. And he's seen when his mom came in and she found him.
Mm-hmm.
He had a hard time riding to the hospital, he said. And he made it to the hospital, but then when he was like on the whole thing, he said that he could hear people laughing and calling him. And he said that it was the devil that came to talk to him, but it wasn't the devil. It came almost like an angel of death.
Mm-hmm.
And it said, you fucked up, you're mine now.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, this is where you're gonna go because you've done nothing but be bad your entire life. You stole, you lied, you cheated, you know, nothing taught you anything.
This poor dude.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And I know, and we're like little kids and he's telling us this stuff and I'm like,
damn.
And so he said it went to pull because he was still attached to his body, like a certain part of him. He said there was a certain part of me that was still attached, but when it started to pull me, it was detaching it, and I could see that part ripping.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, you're mine, and I'm taking you. And he was like, no. And so he fought back, and he said when he grabbed and he yanked himself forward, finally, that's when he woke up on the table.
Wow.
And he could hear the beeping, and he's like, we got him back.
Damn.
Yeah, and then he became like church devoted, all kinds of
I don't know anybody who wouldn't after that. That's scary.
Yeah, so I mean, there are some scary stories. I've heard of people, you know, getting lost and being in comas, and this sounds crazy, but I don't think it happens to everybody. I think if there's like a really traumatic incident, your body, your spirit will jump from your body in order to protect you. And so in that type of incident, I think it's very important that people reach out to their spiritual workers and stuff like that to help guide them back. It's kind of like the whole little creepy, what's that creepy movie?
The Conjuring.
Not just the, what is it? Is it Sinister?
Sinister?
No, it's not Sinister. I don't know, there's a haunted movie about it. And so that's kind of similar to that.
Okay. That's crazy. That's crazy. But also, okay, because I tell this to my people all the time for missing soul pieces. Okay, if you're feeling empty and you feel like you're in cycles and you feel like you can't get over your past, it is because your soul pieces are not all with you. You're missing them in these timelines of trauma. So, just so you know, there's ways to get those back. And it is through meditation, it is through concentration, and it is through determination, guys. But I'll go on that in another story. But anyways.
Okay. No, I didn't do it right. You guys were gonna mess it all up.
Can't you just pull this down?
I thought that's what you were supposed to do.
No.
No. Look at me. Look at me. I'll figure it out. So yes, you guys, the protection that you put in place, a lot of this is going to be the red string. I know you've had some experience on this. Do you want to share one of your stories with
Yeah,
that?
so the reason why it's the red string, and this isn't a wife's tale from deep down south.
Deep down south.
Okay, and it's called the Court of Return. And so it's found in multiple traditions too, and this I didn't know. It's used in brujeria, in Chinese folklore, the Kabbalah, and I had no idea, but I think that was kind of cool. So it acts as a symbolic tether to your body. And what it does, it's not literally pulling you back, but it's telling you this is where you belong, this is where you return to. The red, so what you do is you just tie it loosely around your wrist or your ankle.
Insidious. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Jennifer.
Oh, yes, somebody that knows their movies.
Yeah.
I don't remember titles, so I suck.
No, but you're like an avid scary
I am.
person,
I watch scary movies
watcher all the time.
Yeah. So you can tie it around your wrist or your ankle just loosely, and then to your headboard or your bed frame. And when we use wood is also used for grounding.
I love that you bring that up. Good job.
So, and you can just say, you can chant if you'd like, and as I travel, I remain connected, I return safely and fully. You don't need to. The red string itself will do what it needs to.
The red string in itself, you guys, is a form of protection.
Yes.
It is a
Protection,
form of
grounding,
safety
and life force.
Yes, so it just it's a continual. So even if there are things that are trying to come back with you, they will be stuck because they cannot come back with the red string.
Yes.
So, again, this is protection at its finest.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
And then let's go to the headboard real quick. The wood.
That's why headboards were actually made wood in the old days. Well, I mean, besides, whatever. But yeah, you know what I mean.
So this is like your docking station. The headboard is your docking station.
Platform, what is it? 9 3/4? Yeah.
So the old beliefs is just because it is wood, it holds grounding energies. And also, sleeping in the same place builds a return imprint. So the same place, the same side of the bed, different things like that, it builds a return imprint for you. So it just helps all together. And
that's why some of us, when we stay the night at people's houses, we can't sleep.
Exactly. I can never sleep at anybody else's house.
Or like if you go into a motel or something, it's weird. I always have anxiety attacks in motels.
I don't get anxiety attacks, but I definitely don't get sleep. But your body learns where its home is. Definitely. So some other protections, which you mentioned before, is salt. You could put a small bowl of salt around or next to your bed, a light under or around, or a light line under or around your bed for protection if you don't want to use the bowl. This will absorb anything weird, anything crazy, anything funky, and this keeps your space clean.
You guys, you can also use it as a point of focus when you're traveling to let you know if you've come into uneasy energy. The salt, I have been told, actually changes colors depending on the safety in the realm.
I thought you were going to say shake because I was like thinking in my head, ooh, it's moving to the left.
We're moving to the left.
Right.
We already moved
to the left. To the left. Okay, and then so what this is saying is this isn't all mine, so get it the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
Turn it away from me, okay? Another one. Do you have anything more to say about salt?
With the salt, it can be placed either in the corners of the room. You can do a small one by the bed or under the bed, or in the door as you're coming into the room.
The threshold.
Yeah, that's the word.
The threshold.
Yeah, so you guys, that's great.
I do a circle around my bed because I just want my whole bed fucking like cool. And if I bring somebody home, like I don't want their shit staying there.
For real?
Yeah.
Maybe I need to be more careful on who I bring to bed. No, just
No, just put some salt around your bed, homegirl.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm only trying to bring one person to bed. Just kidding.
So another protection that is ancient is iron. Iron. So you could do like the old keys.
The keys, the nails, the cross was first originally an iron, you guys.
Yeah. I have a cross actually made of old nails.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think that's
the
cool.
hoodoo-ness in it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times it was wrapped with a red string.
Yes, that's cool. I didn't know that. So a lot of people use iron to repel unwanted spirits.
Mm-hmm.
And also it grounds. This is like ultimate grounding. This is like, I'm gonna pull you down and it's a magnet. You know what I mean?
Why do you think that railroads were iron?
Because it doesn't fly off the thing. It just pulls it together like a magnet, right?
Yeah, but you have to remember they were coming into new worlds and it had to deal with superstitions.
Oh, really?
Yes.
No, tell me more.
Yeah, so with
I
superstitions.
want to tell me more.
So tell me more. A lot of times, if especially down south, you guys, railroad tracks are known hot spots for spirits.
Mm-hmm.
So there's certain places that they can't cross. The same with water. Running water is one of those. But I will tell you, if you have a constant drip, it'll call spirits in. And the reason for that is because it's not fluid moving.
Mm-hmm.
It's a problem that needs to be corrected.
Mm. Yeah, don't let your plumbing go unfixed.
Unchecked, y'all.
Yeah.
There's a reason why they have graveyards by that. But no, it actually has to do, they were worried about the spirits that they were going to encounter. If there was badness they were going to encounter. A lot of the people that they pulled in to work on the railroads, they were poorly people. They went to work on the railroad because they had to.
Mm-hmm.
And
a lot of them, they were going over reservation or Indian territory as well, and it's all like superstitious wise, it was all evil.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the heathens. The heathens.
Of course. That's crazy. I love that though.
Yeah. So a lot of that has to do with that. They just didn't know the spirits that they were going to encounter. Mm-hmm. This was supposed to be free, wild country.
Yeah.
So a lot of it has to do with that.
That's awesome. I'm glad to know that. And also, you guys, if you have earth or you build a house on ground that is not stable or has bad juju spirits in it, railroad ties, not ties, but spikes, sorry.
The spikes.
Railroad spikes will
send that shit out.
You put it on all four corners of your land.
Cleanse first, please.
First, you don't want to block them in.
Yeah, you don't want to lock them in on your property because you'll have some kind of ghost smoking a cigarette on the porch, and you're like, go somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Especially if it's something very, very negative.
Yeah.
So yeah, for iron you can use like a key. Make sure it's iron under your pillow or a small iron object near your bed, and it's going to be at the foot of your bed.
Again, why do you think skeleton keys were skeleton keys?
Why? Miranda is the
I'm just like
woman of all knowledge. She's all knowledge today.
I'm not really all knowledge. I just know dinky weird shit that I'll probably never talk about again. Skeleton keys were often gifted to the women of the house for that specific purpose. If they needed to get away from unwanted eyes,
Oh wow.
and it had to do with being the woman of the house.
Okay.
So yeah, all
The
kinds
woman
of crazy
of
stuff.
the house is always the spiritual backbone.
Yes, they are. Just like my grandma used to say.
Always a spiritual backbone. So also you can use a candle. The light, it could be a beacon for you. If you're okay with sleeping with a candle. Of course you want to make sure it's in a safe space and it's not going to start you or anything on fire.
Don't put it in the window because then you will be calling spirits, you guys.
Yeah. So this is a soft glow where your body rests, and it's like leaving the porch light on so you can find your way home. So.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
And if you do, of course, you can use LED as well. That works just the same. LED candles. Just make sure you cleanse these things before you use them.
Yeah, so you guys cleanse your stuff. I don't know why we think because we went to the grocery store and we bought it, or we went, of course, we have a wonderful friend who comes into the shop who's been to several places that buys trinkets. They see them and they're like, oh, this is so cool, at the DI, at the thrift shops, at
cells.
yard sales, and then they bring it in and they're like, we're going through so much, we don't know why. Well,
do you remember the girl that bought the little witch box, or what was it?
yeah, it
What
was
are those boxes called?
yeah, it was the ghost box. It
The
was
ghost box. There you go.
Yeah.
So, guys, little boxes, they're cute, they're pretty, but most of these older boxes that look older, they are ghost boxes, and there's a word for them, but I can't think of it.
I can't think of it's not spirit box, right?
No, I think it starts with an M. I'm pretty sure it does. I don't know. But
So my brain comes and it goes.
yeah. But anyways, I had this girl come in and she bought it from the Annabelle store. Okay.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Do you remember that?
Oh, it was so bad, you guys. The whole thing smelled so
Reeked.
bad.
Reeked. And she was like, I'm just having bad luck, and I think that this might be what it is. And somebody told me that this is, I shouldn't have brought it home. No, homegirl, you shouldn't have. You should have left it. Even if it was like something for people that travel through, and a trinket, you know, it still caught something in there. It had something stuck with it, okay? And it could have been the environment it was in. Anything could have happened there. But yeah, she brought it. We had to do a lot of work for her in order to get rid of this. She ended up having to ultimately like eat the fee that she paid for it and go and bury it.
Yes, she did. And remember, it was starting to corrupt other objects and things in her home. Yeah, she ended up losing the jewelry and stuff that she had put in it. Yeah.
Not only that, her plants were dying all over the place. Her kids were getting sick. Like, it was so bad. So bad. So yeah, just be careful when you buy shit, okay?
Yeah, especially in places like that, you guys. So, smudge your stuff.
Yeah, and cleansing, you can use salt water, you can use sage, you can use any of these other
You
things.
can use Florida spray that we sell in the shop. Like, you guys can use holy water. You can use regular water you freaking pray over.
Psalms, do a Psalms over it and it will be holy water, okay? We can make our own.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
So also the protective herbs. You can burn herbs or use them around, like in a sachet. Under your pillow. Mugwort, this is for dreaming, but it also brings in protection and balance.
Brides were often gifted these sachets after they were married.
Really?
Yes, especially in gypsy culture. They were given a red silk sachet that they would wear on them while they were getting married, and then when they did their
First time?
their first stuffs, they would then take it and tie it into one of the pillows or on
There you
the
go.
bed.
At the boot box.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
I was
you.
thinking to start with the M, but nope, I was wrong.
I was like, no, I know it.
Okay. Yeah, so mugwort. This is for dream state. And I'm sure it was for fertility, huh?
There was all
Fertility,
kinds of stuff in
sexuality, different things. Also, rosemary. This is like its guardian energy, guys. This is calling in your ancestors and bringing guardians around you. So you can use that as well. And lavender keeps things calm and not chaotic. So if you were like me, where I used to go off, and back when I did dream a little bit more, I always saw myself as a man and a warrior. Okay? And I know I was going to other lifetimes. I know I was other timelines. I was always a man and a warrior, and I was super sexual. So yeah, I would be having sex.
She was getting it on.
I was on top of dead bodies because that was like my thing. I was a freak. I was a freak in my warrior times.
She's like, I'm getting it in. I don't care if you like it or not.
Right, and yeah.
Oh my god.
So like, I would come back. I'm being honest. I'm being exposed here.
I'm not judging you. This is a safe space.
Okay, thank you. So like coming back from that, I would be like, what the fucking fuck? You know what I mean? I felt dirty because I was like, oh my god, I'm so gross.
So clean.
No, and I would always light a white candle for myself, but like all I had to do was get a little bit of lavender to get rid of that chaos. You know what I mean? Had I known then what I know now, I would have used more of it.
That's crazy.
But you can use this near your headboard or under your pillow. So another thing is breath work. Breath and breath and concentration, and just speaking into existence. I am one with my body. I call my energy back to my body. My full name is such and such. This is my body, my mind, and spirit, and I am fully intact. I am one with myself. Different things like that. So you can use words. You don't have to have all this fancy schmancy, but
it helps.
It does help. So what do you think are some of the misconceptions of projection and traveling?
You're going to the devil. You're going to your dark side. You're gonna die. Your soul's gonna get lost and trapped out there forever. Oh, this has been one of my biggest pet peeves. Something is gonna inhabit your body and it's gonna wreak havoc on your entire life, and you're gonna be trapped. That's not how it works, y'all. I'm sorry.
Even if something comes into your body, yeah, we don't want that, but it can't last there. It doesn't belong there. It's not there.
No, I mean, eventually you're gonna decrepit, but
yeah. I do feel like things can come back with you, but that's why you use the protection so it does not stay with you.
Or you come see your girls at ASBA, so below. No, just kidding.
It will help you out. So some of the misconceptions, which is just fear, not truth, is getting lost. People don't get lost. If you're lost, you are lost in your head. You are lost in your dream state. You are lost.
You were not supposed to be doing this in the first place. Shame on you. No,
you get lost because fear sets in and doubt, okay? And this is fear and doubt within yourself. And you just have to focus on going back to your body without fear, without anything like that. Because that will take you on a whirlwind, and it'll take you on a roller coaster and not of love, okay?
I was going to say that.
It'll be something scary. And just so you know, your body and spirit are naturally linked. So it's gonna return automatically unless you're panicking.
So breathe.
Unless you're mentally resisting your body.
So think. No, just kidding.
And that's why calm intention matters the most. Okay. Also, what were we gonna, hold on, let's go back.
More stuff she wanted to touch on.
Yes. So, sorry guys.
So I can tell a little story to kill time. No, I'm just kidding. I know that, like you talked about your near-death experience. I know when I was having my daughter, technically that little shit shouldn't be here, but she's here. Mm-hmm. And I was on the operating table, and you know how they strap your hands down when you go in there?
Mm-hmm.
I could feel myself getting cold, and I could feel myself like shutting down and leaving. And nobody was in there with me, and I could hear him like, oh, she's bleeding, we can't get it to stop. And it just got really light, and I seen myself over myself, and then I started to panic. And I was thinking, I've got other kids at home, like I can't leave right now. Like I could not leave. I was over my body, like how you were saying. Mm-hmm. I was literally over my body, and I could see me, and I could see all the blood, and I could see the doctors working, And I'm just laying there, and I'm like, why aren't they paying attention to me, you know? And the doctor was panicking because he was trying to stop the blood. And someone came in. I want to say it was my grandmother. And she was talking to me. And I was like, I can't go yet, Grandma. And she left. And then I started to cry, and I was praying. I was like, I prayed to, you know, the mother, and I was like, I can't leave.
Yeah.
This is my new baby. I go, he's my husband, but he could never raise these kids by himself.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I've got babies, and I have a newborn. I can't leave. Mother, don't let them take me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I felt like this sharp pain in my abdomen, and I woke up.
Oh shit.
And they were stitching me up. They're like, okay, you're good.
Yeah.
Them mofos missed the tube anyway, and I ended up popping out another kid.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know, all happens for all reasons.
Yeah, because I love Zay. He's my baby. He is my baby.
Okay, so some people like to do rituals. You can call back your energy through a ritual. Shielding yourself, visualizing. And I call back my energy cleansed and purified, because this is where it's not going to allow any other energies to come through. Also imagining a ball of light around you, a bright light, gold, white, or purple. This will, whatever hits your vibe, okay, whatever you're feeling comfortable in. And then you say nothing enters unless it's aligned with my highest good. Also set boundaries before you go in. You guys, we are in total control of our gifts. For those of you who think you're not, you are, okay? It is just having the trust in yourself to have the authority over these things. We say when we see shit. We say when spirits come in to talk to us. We have total control over this, and I know because I do it. And I know I'm not the only one, so I know other people can do it too. Set boundaries. Set boundaries around you. Only energies of love, truth, divine protection may access me throughout my travels. You know, so I mean, you can do all this stuff. I wouldn't bother, but you know, just because I already know I'm going in on a mission and I'll come back and deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just me though.
I always run into my ancestors when I travel.
Really?
Yeah.
See, and I was thinking like how you said somebody was with you, your grandma came with you. I had a male with me, but I don't know who it was. And it was behind me and it was very light. So I don't know if it was like the universe or God energy with me, because I don't have any people that have passed that I could even lean on.
Yeah. See, and they don't even need to be people that you know. Because I mean, our ancestors, it's our bloodline. It's people that have come before us.
Right.
All of those things. So I think that's where like another huge misconception is with that. Is people think that your ancestors are people you know. No, you don't. Some of them are. You know, most of mine are running around in leather with feathers and beads.
That's funny.
So I mean, like, I feel like those ones are probably my stronger ones.
Yeah.
But I've met my grandpa. I've met my grandmother. I've met my grandmother's grandmother's grandmother. Like, so I mean, these people are, you wouldn't know it, but they always tell you. And then something else will hit you in your present day, where it'll connect you and it'll like resonate, and you're just like, whoa, wait a minute.
Confirmation, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be afraid of these signs. Don't be afraid of them. It's not trippy. I'm a little bit trippy, but you know, don't be afraid of them, because it's always going to be something that's beneficial to you, whether it's good or bad. Okay.
Even the bad is beneficial.
It is.
That doesn't mean going out and actively seeking the bad, you guys. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Don't be a dumb kid and just go do it.
Get yourself fucked off.
Yeah.
So other things that you can do is carry tourmaline or obsidian, Florida water, palo santo, or sage.
Do this stuff before you go to bed too.
Yeah. Protective ancestors. This way you don't get into that fear mode, that panicky mode, and you get lost. Okay. You want to do everything you can before you're going into this, to make sure that you are safe while you travel, because it is your own mind that will mess with you. And you're not asking for the authority to happen, you're declaring it. You have to be authoritative and adamant. Like if you were to tell your kids you're not fucking going to that party, okay, use that type of energy. Use that type of energy.
The mama bear came out there. That was
Yeah.
scary. Even I got scared. I'm like, oh,
What?
don't hit me. No, I'm just kidding. No, I didn't mean to talk back.
Right.
Flash of light. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, and just know that a lot of people think that there is a misconception, people that the government is using, the government has been using gifted people for centuries. I truly believe that, okay?
Oh, I thought you meant like they were bugging, certain things, or they were doing certain things.
No.
I was like, here we go.
That's tweaker shit, okay? And I'm gonna say that out loud, yes, tweaker shit. Okay, so, the government has used gifted people for their benefit since the beginning of all time, since we can remember, okay? And there was a group after the baby boomers of kids that were in special classes for like the higher learning or anything like that, that they feel like they did something to them to alter them. And these are the people that see the empty mall all the time. You know, the mall, the transition, and that's what I'm gonna call it, is the empty mall, okay? This doesn't have nothing to do with you being able to astral project or astral travel. I am unsure if this is real, which I don't put nothing past the government. So I'm more likely there was some people, but it's not all of them, in these higher learning classes that they mess with a little bit in their minds with the, do you remember the hearing?
Oh yeah, oh my gosh.
The hearing
Test.
And it was like, ooh, and then it was like back here, and that shit would always freak me out. I hated doing that test for a reason. So I'm sure it was altering something in the mind, okay? To see who responded certain ways. But this does not cause astral projection or the ability to have gifts. This was to detect if people already had them, okay? And I just want to put that out there. Like I said, I'm not really sure. I don't want to say too much stuff with that because I don't have facts on it. I don't. All I know is I'm going with the knowledge that I have and what I've been through, because I was in the higher learning classes and I did have to do that kind of shit, and I always felt weird with that fucking hearing test. It didn't feel right to me. So I am gonna say that there was something fishy going on, but it is not the reason why I'm gifted.
Sorry guys.
No, you're fine, because I was gifted way before that shit happened. You dropping stuff now, girl.
Nobody knows.
And so I just want to say that that is a misconception. Your gifts do not come from the government, guys. Okay. Your ability to astral project and connect with other beings is a natural state that people do in the spirit realm already. That is how we find our soul clusters. That is how we find our families. Is knowing that some of us are able to do here. So I just wanted to throw that out there. And if you guys have any questions about anything that we've talked about, please email us. Please email us. And this
Or if
one,
you got stories, guys, we'd love to read your stories.
yes, exactly.
If you guys got more knowledge, give it to us. Also, if you're wanting assistance on doing this, please visit us here at As Above So Below, because we have astral powder.
Did you know that? Did you know that?
As well as we can fit you with the protection items that you may need.
How does this work?
So it's a powder. We take it and burn it on a charcoal.
Okay. And it just puts you in a state of...
Yeah, and it helps people start to do
Okay.
it.
Yeah. So if you're wanting to do it more on a regular basis or on a knowing basis, because like I said, we all do this.
We also have Blue Lotus.
So
I like Blue Lotus, but it's different.
Blue Lotus is kind of like a psychedelic.
Thanks for putting it out there.
Yeah, well, it's like a psychedelic. You can use it in a tea and drink it. You can use it other ways too, but it does open your mind to other things. Just like, and I'm gonna go back to the drug thing. Okay, I have to, because I had a boyfriend that was really bad on drugs. Okay, and this was the guy that helped me through my chemo. He used to see things and everything, like the demons in paintings shit like that. You guys, when these guys are opening these things, it's not because they're traveling, it's because they're opening portals. Okay? Huge difference.
I love that you put that out there.
Huge fucking difference. When you are doing drugs, it does alter your mind. It makes you vulnerable to opening portals, to seeing spiritual stuff. So when people say they're seeing shit, they are.
They are.
They are seeing shit. But at the same time, they get to an extreme and a paranoid type of personality where they don't matter that fucking much for these things to be around them all the time. They don't matter that fucking much for the government to be spying on them or anything like that, okay? And I'm just telling you that is what the
Those things
drugged mind that has stayed in trauma of drugs will resort to. All right, so yes, they are seeing shit because they have opened up portals that shouldn't be opened up. So yeah, I mean, just be aware of what you're doing to your body, guys. Be aware of what you're doing to your spirit, because it's not, some of these things are not good. But I'll tell you what though, he didn't like when I read cards, and I tell you what though, this motherfucker thought he was all churchy and shit, going to church, but he still had those demons on him, like those demons around him that would taunt him. And I'm gonna tell you that when I had my lucid dreaming, I do feel like it was because it was warning me with him. I felt that, and I feel that now, and this is after the fact because I didn't know back then. So
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly.
yeah, so using drugs, DMT, these things, yes, they do open you up, but try not to become reliant on that when you can do it naturally.
Yes.
Being fucking lazy.
Right. Purchasing powder. No, just kidding.
I'm like, quit being fucking lazy and just do it yourself and learn how to do it. Because
And
that's what
and
it
some
is.
people really can't because of the way their mind is. But there are things that you can do, and there's things that
She's making excuses for y'all. It's okay.
I'm a Virgo. I try to be nice. Because I'm a nice person until you make me a mean person. No, if some people are really shut off, they're closed off, so they need help doing it. And that's when you can come to us and we can help you. We can help you safely do it.
Yes, and I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna add that to her because Miranda, she's helped me with one of my grandkids because she sees too much. So if you are, I don't suggest opening your fucking pineal gland if you're not ready. Okay.
No, because that wreak havoc.
Your body will do this and your spirit will do this when it's your time. Quit forcing stuff, guys, because what this is gonna do is bring in so much stuff that you can't handle, and it will drive you to the loony bin or to suicide. Please don't do this. Please don't open it up. But anyways, I had Miranda help me close my granddaughters because she was too open and she was so scared all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And every once in a while she'll be like, because she left it partially open, we weren't trying to close her off, she left it partially open, and sometimes she's like, well, Grandma, I felt something touching me, and I'm like, it's okay, babe, just tell it to go away, you know. And she's like, I think we need to talk to Miranda. So she's so safe with her. He goes, Miranda's good with kids, and if you have kids like this that see too much, hit her up. She knows how to shut this down to where it's minimal. It's not going to take it away because it is not our job to take anybody's gifts away from them or close them all the way down. We would never do that.
No, but I mean, if it is harming you more than it's helping you, you know, we can safely help with that.
To minimize it.
Or even, I feel like our whole thing here is to empower people to be not afraid. Fear is one of those things that I think just messes up anything that you're doing.
Yeah.
And yes, it can be a great motivator. It can help us with a lot of things, but we just need redirection. And I think that's what we do.
But fear is also a spirit that feeds off of your life force too. So, yeah, just try not to let the fear be greater than you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we're done.
I think we are done.
And thank you so much because this episode was suggested by one of our viewers, and I actually had fun. I learned a lot from this, and I think it was very informational. So if you guys have ideas, throw them our way to our email, thewitchinghour, AASB at gmail.com.
Look at her. She's great. She's great. Give her applause.
Yay me.
Yeah, because I can't remember it.
So we're gonna go into the weekend, guys. You guys stay safe. Keep practicing. Thank you for those who did our tarot class. Very appreciative of you
Yes,
guys.
thank you guys.
In the next few weeks, we'll be doing our advanced tarot class, you guys. So just keep your eyes open. We'll let you know when that is has a set date.
Yes, so we'll probably be doing that for the next 2 months. We are talking about doing the third one, and so we'll probably give you some more information on that as we get closer. Don't forget that we are still planning for our annual Witch Fest,
Yes.
which will be coming up in June. I think we only got like 2 more spots, guys. If you are wanting
For
these
vendors.
spots, please come into the shop and speak to CC. If you're wanting to participate in our classes, you need to come into the shop. We don't do any of the, we don't have people doing it for us. We don't take card over the phone. We
No.
are not doing any of that. You have to speak to us in person.
Exactly. And this is just safety for you guys so you don't get swindled.
Yeah, because unfortunately we've been targeted by quite a bit of swindlers, and we've actually earned a really good reputation for ourselves. So unfortunately we fall victim to stuff like that.
Yeah, we do. And don't forget, As Above, So Below does have all of your resin sprays, okay? So we have turned camphor into a spray, white copal into a spray,
Dragon's blood.
sage, dragon's blood,
Palo.
Palo Santo, into a spray, guys. And these are take with you anywhere, everywhere, to the office, to work. Nobody's gonna know they smell beautiful. Nobody is gonna know.
Yeah,
And
you can
you
spray
can-
them in your car.
Yeah.
You can spray them at home in your apartments.
And I'm gonna say also the Florida water, guys, especially those who suffer from anxiety. Florida water, its scent will actually bring you down from an anxiety attack, because it changes not only the energy around you, but the scent will have your senses, it lifts you, and your senses focus on the scent rather than what the anxiety. So yeah, we have all of those things for you guys, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next
Yes,
Friday.
we will see you next Friday. You guys have fun and stay witchy. Bye. Just kidding.
She wants to be kissing all over everybody.
I do. I just want to spread the love.
I want to kiss you all over.
And over again.